Hey guys, Akio Murasaki here. In one of my previous videos, I was talking about the 2025 Streamer Awards and how much of a complete disaster and shit show it has been. Yes, it has antagonized a number of people in the streaming sphere. I'm talking about regular human streamers here. Yes, a lot of people are super upset, especially the younger audience, the younger streamers. Too many things have been said, meant as a joke, didn't come off as a joke. People are mad, like real mad. Everyone's commenting on this. There's been some weird appearances, like for instance, Hassan Piker being dressed up as Mao Zedong, the Chinese dictator who killed millions. Unironically, by the way, unironically killed, and unironically, Hassan has been dressed up as a dictator as well. But there's been some more fallout that's kind of relevant to me, that's between streamers and VTubers. So as you probably remember, the Burnt Peanut has been nominated and won the VTuber award during the 2025 Stream Awards. A lot of people, including me, were very unhappy with this decision because Peanut really is not a VTuber per se, even though technically he fits, he really isn't. And he has expressed some opinions, some negative opinions about VTubers. People said that he's doing a bit, that he's just pulling your leg, making a joke. Apparently not. We have a clip here, actually a double clip, because we have Peanut and xQc as well. We're going to talk about xQc in addition, because there is more drama related to him. Let's see the clip. How much bad faith, good faith there is in the clip.
40-year-old man in a 15-year-old anime 2D VTubing suit. Listen up. Listen real close. It is not my community.
Let's be honest. Mo is the
Oh, wait a sec. The clip is super silent. Gotta ramp it up a little bit here. Let's try again.
40-year-old man in a 15-year-old anime 2D VTubing suit. Listen up. Listen real close. Listen real close. It is not my community.
Okay, so what he said, so what Burnt Peanut says, he's calling out all VTubers being 30-year-old men dressed up in anime girl suits. That has never been true, by the way. There was a meme circulating ages ago, and the meme was completely made up. It was basically a dude cosplaying as a girl using a voice changer that suddenly, somehow the model disappeared and that he would turn into the dude because the camera would come up. That has actually never been proven. Like, actually never. Among VTubers, there are some VTubers, so-called babiniku, who are using female avatars. Some of them use voice changers, some of them don't use voice changers, but it's pretty much clear that these are guys. The majority of the VTubers who are female VTubers are actually women. They're not 40-year-old guys. None of this is absolutely true at all. And so he doubles down on this. And then we have some commentary from xQc here. Okay, let's see.
Most VTubers use VTubing as an excuse not show themselves because they are fucking disgusting.
Okay. Again, not true at all. The majority of the VTubers, especially the ones who did face reveals recently, please don't do that. Not a good idea. I highly don't recommend doing it and doxing yourself with your face. The majority of VTubers who eventually do face reveals are actually insanely attractive. That goes for most female and male VTubers. Maybe there's been individual cases where this person here, xQc, could say, well, okay, she's not hot enough or something. But come on, seriously now. What kind of comment is this? They're disgusting.
I'm not being weird, I'm not discriminating.
No, you actually are. You are not only discriminating, you're being super insulting, and you're basing your opinion on... Now I'm trying to understand. Is it past experience? Is it some kind of personal vendetta that you might have against VTubers?
The vast majority of VTubers would love to be on camera, but they're fucking disgusting.
No, they don't want to go on camera because of privacy. They don't want to go on camera because they might feel insecure about themselves. not every single person who wants to be a content creator needs to show their face. That's where VTubing's at. There's also a very strong aspect of idol culture to this, which is prominent in Japan, prominent in Asia, which is why basically people create these artificial persona, which if you were a regular streamer, you would have to dress up, you would have to cosplay, you would have to pretend to be the character, or you can just use an avatar and actually become the character. That is basically VTubing.
And that's okay. It's okay. That's perfectly fine. But it's come on, bro. You know what I mean?
Hey, 40-year-old man.
Okay, that's the end of the clip. Yeah, so I don't know why xQc specifically is so insanely salty about this. He's also completely wrong, as I just said. VTubers are not ugly. They're actually really cute. The majority of them really fit, really good looking. Unlike, I guess, xQc in a way, you know, you're calling VTubers disgusting. How about people start calling you a dyed hair hobgoblin sitting in your chair, I don't know, flexing your feet? I don't think anyone wants this. You're opening a can of worms that is going to be very difficult to close from now on. And I'm just gonna show some other clips which kind of demonstrate this. So what's been going on? Let me reshuffle here a little bit. This one's the most important. So what's been going on? So people brought up his match in Marvel Rivals against Bird and her team, and how he suffered a tremendous loss despite supposedly kind of trying to modify the rules just before the match or during the match. I don't remember the details exactly. Here's a person that jumps in. There's a community note kind of noted on xQc here that the story that Doki actually defeated him fair and square is quote-unquote pure fiction. And then someone replies here saying, yeah, Doki's team followed the rules to a T. We have video evidence to prove that. You, on the other hand, outright cheated. Wow, that's a big claim. You had a fraternity teammate smurfing on lower level accounts, and 2 GM players were also smurfing. Wow. Guys, if you're not aware what smurfing is, it's basically a person who's been playing the game for years or playing similar games for years, and then suddenly jumping in this case, Marvel Rivals, and being all like, oh my god, I'm a level 1 character, please go easy on me. And then suddenly getting like a 10 to 1 score with like a lot of assists. Out of freaking nowhere with a level 1 or whatever level 3 character. That is essentially smurfing. And here Stuataku also writes, you forced in new rules to try and ensure you would win, and instead you broke them yourself because Doki legit effing scared you. You're a effing man-child. Wow, that's a hard one. I don't disagree though with the recent comments from xQc. It does seem to be really the case. But anyway, whenever something like this is happening, people bring up this screenshot with Bird, you know, winning in VN and being like, yeah, full on smug. And okay, I'm gonna be honest. There's probably actual video evidence of this, but in VN it's irrelevant. It doesn't really matter if she won fair and square, or there were some nuances in this that maybe he's really not entirely in the fault here. At this point, so many, I don't know, months or so after the tournament, it really doesn't matter. What matters is that there are people who say that they have video evidence, that they have screenshots and everything, that they have conversations and xQc's own clips that would demonstrate that he is actually at fault. So what is 100% true? If there is any nuance, it doesn't matter today anymore. There is some very discrediting evidence. And of course, xQc would come out and comment on this, because why wouldn't he? And this is what he says here.
That the community on my post on Twitter from like way back when, from like a couple days ago, it's wrong. The people that were talking shit about like on Twitter, dude, they're really like they're like really sad people. And I feel bad.
They're sad people, okay.
They're not people that are just kind of like, oh, yo, this guy's like sad, whatever. They're like really like sad people. And I realize like there's no point shitting on them. Like they have nothing. They have nothing going. Like it's is I realize like I'm punching down and I feel bad about these guys.
Okay, so you're punching down. You're coming at the entire VTubing community, calling them disgusting. Entire VTubing community. And here I'm gonna use a bit of a broad stroke. I mean everyone who is a VTuber or is a member. I mean member, there's no official membership, but basically who follows VTubers, who is part of the incredibly broad VTuber community, because I'm sorry, xQc used one of the broadest strokes. He said everyone out there is disgusting, is effing disgusting. Okay, well that's your definition, xQc.
I mean, there's no point doing it. They're just, you know, it's all good though. I mean, dude, you guys, I'm not trying to be virtuous, but it feels bad. Like they have their.
So now, okay, so here's the thing. So before he was crashing out real hard on Twitter, and now he says he's not mad. I'm not mad. You're mad. I'm not mad. What are you saying? Why are you saying I'm mad when I'm not mad? This is really how it feels. And honestly, this is really low coming from xQc. I sort of expecting a little more from him. Like, you have the choice to let it go. You can let it go anytime. You decide not to. That is entirely on you. So yeah, there's been a lot of this drama recently. Just a forewarning, this is the last video about this that I'm going to be making. It really doesn't make sense to go any deeper, especially now that it's just mostly back and forth of who really was at fault, who was wrong, who won, who lost. And as I said, the actual facts, 100% at this point, doesn't really matter anymore. People have receipts on one side, people have receipts on the other side. We've been through similar discussions before. We're not getting anywhere with it. What does remain, however, is a very strong animosity from the Burnt Peanut, and unlike he said, his actual community that was using the exact same phrasing, the exact same words that he would use about everyone being a 40-year-old man in an anime girl suit. Yes, they kept saying this, they kept bringing up, you know, lolly VTubers is kind of the common denominator of all VTubers, calling them, I don't know, Gunner waifus and stuff like this. Then we have xQc. That was super unnecessary. Why would you call everyone disgusting? How does it, like, look in the mirror, my man? Who does it help exactly? Well, definitely not you, because now people started bringing up the whole Vtubers situation. Completely unnecessary. We didn't need to have the discussion, but here we are. And as I said, this is the last time I'm covering this. I'm moving away from this drama. Not interesting. If some creators want to keep on beefing out, that's on them. Peace out. See you guys, matane, and in the next one. Bye!